Our Chameleon Skinks in a good and past 6.3. Skirmishers were more of an edge case for a cheap unit, but Chameleon Skinks are legendary for a reason. Let's go over why and make it look good. If you can see them? Recruit for 650 gold and 163 upkeep, which is not cheap compared to skirmishers. On Ultra it's 90 entities and 4,860 health, so there's less of them, and they're a little tougher. Armor's 30 again, but these have a missile resistance of a whopping 40%. Come magical fire or bullet or cannonball, it'll do less damage. Not so much less that a cannonball won't shred. This is almost like a 360-degree, 40% missile block chance against all missiles. Except cannons, of course. Not literally, it's just like that. It's certainly not invulnerability, but wow, it is something. Leadership is 58 to start, which is a good deal better, but not huge tons. Speed 48 and charge speed 52 means that they're not faster than the skirmishers. Melee attack starts at 20, which is better than skirmishers to be sure, and each attack is poisoned by default, mostly relevant to multiplayer. Attack interval 4.3, no splash damage. Melee defense starts at 22, and this gets a lot better in campaign, but it's once again a lot better than skirmishers, human missile infantry, not to mention artillery crews. Weapon strength 25 is split base 20 and armor piercing 5 like with the skirmishers. It's a skink standard. Charge bonus is a mildly decent 10, which is still plus 50% to your default melee attack, and mass is a paltry 70. For ranged, ammunition 26 again, range 80 meters rather than 70 for skirmishers, strength listed as 20 per, and each dart carries poison as well. Each actual impact is base 9 and armor piercing 3 damage, so 50% better than these skink skirmishers, which have 33% more entities fresh. Reload time is 6 seconds again. Total accuracy of 30 means they start off better, and this rises with rank. Calibration distance 45 meters means they're less accurate past that, which is an issue. Calibration area 3 meters means they're not ultra pinpoint, but the total accuracy figure helps with that. Penetration cap small, max targets penned past the first of 2. Besides counting as skinks for spawn-kin purposes, so it causes fear when near Kroq-Gars, and in addition to stalk, it has Vanguard deployment, far whilst moving, 360-degree firing, and Strider, so no movement penalties in forest or water. They're aquatic also, but Strider is probably erasing combat bonuses from that for now. They also have Primal Instincts under 50% health. In the red line skills, 3 pips of Skirmisher offers melee defense plus 6, weapon strength plus 12%, which isn't their focus, missile strength plus 8%, which is Spawn-Kin, the skill, gives ranked 7 chameleons, leadership plus 5, melee defense plus 5 again, and missile resistance 15%, which is useful. Forget useful, this raises the total to 55% resistance here. In the tech tree, there's a lot going on. Tablet of the Skinks instantly slaps on plus 20% ammunition, poison for melee attacks is superfluous here, and recruitment cost minus 10%, which is nice because they cost more. Skink spawning gives plus 2 recruit rank. Sequence of quickness gives speed plus 10%, and melee defense plus 3 again. Sequence of skirmishing gives missile strength plus 10% and range plus 10%. Sequence of purpose gives enhanced spawn-kin for that plus 5 melee defense with Kroq-Gar senpais around, and plus 10% weapon strength besides. And skink invigoration for minus 20% fatigue buildup and minus 10% upkeep. In addition to this, Rite of Sotek while active would give them melee attack plus 10, weapon strength plus 15%, and ammunition plus 20%, so in such a state of agitation, Chameleon Skinks become a huge menace to missile troops and even decent against low-tier melee troops. So how do we use Chameleon Skinks? Although they make poor bait unless they get close enough to fire at the enemy, which may or may not be desirable. They are fantastic as surprise backcappers, artillery backstabbers, gank squads to eliminate isolated enemy missile troops, generally great for rushing the enemy's rear, great at a hybrid melee and missile combat style that ties down opponents and then pelts them with missiles while gaining distance, then charging in again. There's a lot you can do with them. Missile resistance provides no help when smashing them with spells. Keep that in mind because it's one of the main ways to go at them, and I certainly did it as a player on the other side. I haven't even gone into special sauce from Tehenwen or Oxyotl, of which Oxyotl's tricks will be even more valuable, but just the Rite of Sotek gives a prolonged period of awesomeness with them. What can't you use them for? I mean, you can use them as backline protectors, surface-to-air missile, launcher blowers. General poison debuffers. Well, you can't use them as frontline infantry. Just no, total waste. Short of that, they'll tend to be so valuable in most phases of the battle that they're just good troopers, and just plain annoying for the enemy to fight. Now, the flip side is that except for poison, they have zero defense against getting run over. The enemy will see one and charge knights in, and that'll be a good call. You'll have to expect it and either suck it up, or have a way to punish the foe. But my best advice is that in the end, no matter how useful, they are still a supporting arm of battle. Skirmishers are there to take losses so that your decisive troops can succeed. Chameleons just take a lot less of those losses if the enemy is lobbing missiles. That's great, but you need to make them pay or you're still losing the trades. Take the fights you can win and mercilessly exploit them, and when the enemy's back is turned, dart them more. Sometimes charge in and all that, but definitely dart them. Take care, and have fun abusing even more campaign mechanics to make these little guys into massive menaces.